Welcome back to my video. Today, our topic is about how to pass the IELTS Speaking Test Part 1. Let's go! As an English teacher in the Philippines, I am often asked similar questions from my students. Some questions are like, how can they improve their English speaking because they think that it is their weakest point. They also want to know what examiners are looking for and how are they going to prepare. My dear friends and students, my English may not be like the Americans or British because I'm a Filipino, but I will try my very best to explain this topic as clearly as I can. So this video provides a summary of how the exam is formatted. But if you want to learn more, you can personally contact me at my email, angelmel741@gmail.com, or my Skype ID, which is wintermine981. Or better, subscribe to my channel and do not forget to click the tiny bell button below to be updated with my upcoming videos related to IELTS. So anyway, let's start. The first thing is students need to understand the key aspects of IELTS speaking exam so they can better prepare to achieve their target scores, right? Thus, I'm going to start with the format of the IELTS speaking test. Well, the speaking part exam is approximately 13 minutes in length and there are 3 parts. So we go with part 1. In this part, it is between 4 to 5 minutes in length and it is designed to help test takers settle in the exam. The examiner begins recording and will ask you to confirm your name and IELTS number, including your nationality. Then the examiner will ask questions about you or general questions. This may include your country of origin, your hometown, your favorite sports, and so on. They will also ask you what you do, whether you work or study. I will show you the example of part 1 questions. And we're going to talk about hometown. Okay? So after the examiner asks you your name, your ID number or passport number or your IELTS number, he or she would start asking the part 1 questions. So I prepared questions related to hometown. And here's the question. Where is your hometown? How are you going to answer this? I'm going to give you an example. My hometown is Baguio City, which is the summer capital and center of education in the Philippines. It's located in the north of the country and about 5 to 6 hours from Manila, the country's capital city. Okay, so that's an example. Then here's another question. Is there much to do in your hometown? My sample answer is, here we go. Oh yes, there's certainly lots to do there, even if it's just a small city. If you like going out in the evening, there are a lot of good restaurants and bars. If you prefer cultural activities, there are museums and art galleries. And if you like nature, there are lots of other things outside the city which are easy to reach. Next question. What are the people like in your hometown? They are mostly quiet and friendly. But since it is the center of education, there are many students from different parts of the Philippines as well as foreign students from South Korea, Vietnam, China, Taiwan, Japan, India, and other neighboring countries. But if you live there, you'll know that most people are quite happy to have a chat if they have time and will help you if needed. Okay? This is just an example, and it doesn't mean that it is only two questions or three questions. It can be 4 or 5 questions. Okay? So that's the end of part 1. But oops, don't go. I have some tips, okay, for passing the IELTS speaking test. So, first of all, be polite. Never argue with your examiner. And be positive. Try not to say anything that will offend or that is offensive, particularly race, gender, sexual orientation, or persons with disabilities. It is always best that you speak without any burden of trying to win an argument. Okay? Try to speak candidly and do not stop until your interviewer tells you to do so. Also, try to practice before taking the exam. You can prepare by reading something out loud, like you take the newspaper, you read it in front of the camera, in front of a mirror, and record your voice. Try to listen. If you're satisfied with your answer, or no, if you're satisfied with how you speak, are you speaking clearly like that? And try to find some questions, prepare answers to these kind of questions, and finally, get a buddy. Okay? You have to have a buddy or partner whom you can practice your English conversational skills at least 3 times every day until you think that you can do it well. Okay? And yeah, during the exam also, please dress for success. You have to wear something formal, business attire, or something really that is formal. It is important. And yeah, that's it. Answer in English. Okay, so that's for today. See you again in part 2 and 3 of the IELTS speaking test. And don't forget to subscribe, click the like button and the bell button to be updated with my upcoming videos. Thank you.